Hey y'all, this is Dick Darren from StraightHustling.com. Are you a hunter or just like to target shoot and have a good time? Then you need to check out Freedom Munitions. You can find a link to Freedom Munitions at the bottom of StraightHustling.com. I can't say enough good stuff about Freedom Munitions. It's where I buy my own ammo, great prices, you buy directly online, and it's shipped to your doorstep. It doesn't get any better than that. You can sign up for their email specials and check out their brass buyback program. So please click the link at the bottom of our site, StraightHustling.com. It takes you directly to Freedom Munitions and get your hustle on. Let's get on with the show.
Well, my name is Carmen Brandy, and thanks so much for listening to Straight Hustlin', the best podcast out there.
My mama's in the kitchen. You and I are kissing under that old sycamore tree. But Daddy's looking out the front porch window. Mama's looking out through those drapes, and I start to blush and laugh. You take my hand and we start to dance. You got two left feet, but I don't care. Your touch is all I'll ever need.
Straight Hustling's back. It's hot. This is
Oh,
Dick
yeah.
Darren and Money Mike.
Money Mike on the scene, playing it clean. Trying to, because we got a 16-year-old coming on the scene.
Yeah, we got a new up-and-coming country music singer, Carmen
Star.
Brandy.
This is a rising star, Carmen Brandy. She's down here in Nashville living and recording down here and writing her own music at 16. This is a beautiful thing, man.
Yeah. I was listening to some of it, and I was like, man, this is good. Yeah. So
It's refreshing.
yeah,
And to have this the younger generation, the energy they bring, and the newness. It's not the same old, but she's listened to a lot of country. You can tell by when you listen to her, because she's got that country twang.
So you made it up here today after moving on the weekend.
Yeah.
Through the
To the new
torturous
headquarters.
heat.
Yes.
You didn't move to the new headquarters.
No.
Your new headquarters.
My new headquarters, not to this headquarters. No. I moved to my new headquarters.
Money Mike's new headquarters.
Money Mike's new headquarters is in full effect. I'm good.
I missed that.
Yeah, I know. Everybody seemed to fucking miss it, and that's fine. It's great. I just moved all weekend, and you know how that is. It's always stressful. So, but I'm glad.
Hate moving, but you got it done almost. You're almost finished.
Oh, yeah.
You almost wrapped it up.
Yeah, I just gotta, yeah, it is.
Well, let's get Carmen on the phone, see what she's talking about, and hear how she got started playing music and singing.
Yeah, it's a great thing. These young people are coming up and knocking it out of the park. She's the youngest on the show so far, right?
Gonna make you feel young again.
Oh yeah, for a minute maybe. maybe for 30 freaking seconds.
All right, put your teeth back in.
All right, we'll do it.
We'll get we're not that old, just kidding. We'll get Carmen on the phone. What's going on, Carmen?
Hello.
Hey, how are you? This is Dick, and I have Money Mike with me, Straight Hustle.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey.
Hey.
Good, thank you.
All right, we appreciate
All right.
you calling in. This is cool. Are you in Nashville right now?
I indeed am. I am in Nashville.
Do you live in Nashville?
I do. I live in a town about 15 to 20 minutes, I believe, south. Yeah, so it's only on the highway. I get there in like 15 minutes. I actually just got back like 15 minutes ago.
Oh, man.
Right. Yeah. I used to live there.
Yeah.
Cool. I love Nashville. I live in Franklin, so I love it.
Yeah, I used to live there, and we live in Nashville now, so Franklin's awesome.
So yeah,
It's beautiful.
I was checking out your site and listening to some of your music, and man, you got some cool stuff going on.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Glad you enjoyed it.
Yeah, I don't know if you mind just asking, how old are you now?
I am 16.
16, okay.
All right.
Oh,
That's
man,
awesome.
you're doing it. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, and you went to the CMAs and everything, didn't you?
Yeah, I've been to CMA, the CMT show. I've been to a couple of live shows and tapings of some award shows.
Were you playing the CMA Fest in Nashville?
Yeah, I had 7 shows during CMA week.
Oh, wow. Nice. Cool.
That's great exposure.
Yeah. So how'd that go?
Thank you very much.
How did that go?
It went really well. I guess I had about last year. Well, I guess last year is this year, but I had one show the year before at CMA week, and that was great. But it was definitely a game changer that like my manager was able to get me a consistent amount of shows. We had almost 2 shows a day, which was really awesome. I felt busy, and I felt like I was a part of the awesome festival.
Right. Yeah. Oh,
so
you were definitely
really fun. Hot, very hot.
Yeah, it was very hot.
Yeah. But anytime any artist gets to perform anywhere at CMA Fest, it always opens up doors. It never fails. So just to get to do that is it's a beautiful thing.
Yes, it's very fun.
Did you get to meet any other singers that you've been wanting to meet for a while?
Yeah, I did run into a couple people. Somebody I was really excited to meet. I've been following their career for a little while now. They're not huge, but they're really great. They're called Native Run, and they are signed to Creative Nation Music. And they're on the road all the time, and they're just so great. They played one of the big CMA stages, and they were just walking around, and I was like, "Hey,
oh wow,
you guys are Native Run, hey."
That's cool.
I forget. Actually, I had one show that I played after this band, and they stayed and listened to me, which was really cool. I showed up, and they had this huge crowd. We played at the Renaissance Hotel at the Bridge, which is this really cool bridge that goes across the street of Broadway, and not Broadway, but basically like a street right off of it.
Yeah.
And I apologize, I forget the name of the street. But they played before me, Love and Theft, and then I played after them. And they stayed and listened, and I got to meet Steven, who's a part of Love and Theft. It's a duo. And I met Steven, and he was really awesome. The other one left, the other guy, but it was really cool.
Yeah.
They were really nice guys.
It was really set up good this year. I thought they did an amazing job down there this year.
We have a lot more room here in Nashville now, and a lot more hotels, and a lot. The venue they spread it everywhere.
Yeah.
So did you have did you also have the picture frame? I saw a lot of the core PR people that had the picture frames with their name on it, and they were taking pictures.
Yeah, I had at Fanfare. I had some time at a booth. I was at Fanfare the whole week, supporting one of my sponsors. They had a booth, and it's a clothing company, Hot Southern Mess, and I was just representing them and handing out cards and taking pictures and whatnot. And then I won some time at a booth, and I guess it's a little intimidating because you're like, who the heck is gonna come look at me? No one even knows who I am right now. I'm just an up and coming artist, so sometimes you think, well, nobody's gonna care. But really, it felt so great because I had a consistent amount of people continually coming up to me and introducing themselves and wanting to get their stickers signed and their hat signed and guitar signed. It was really cool meeting people, and I never once had a break, which was awesome because I honestly thought there would be nobody.
Oh man! Well, here's the thing. When you're invited there, everybody knows that either you're on the rise, or you're fixing to be on the rise, or they just haven't heard of you yet, and they're going to find out. Because, they're pretty savvy about, an artist standing there,
Or they have heard of you.
Or they have heard of you, and they've been following you for a while, and you just didn't know it.
Yeah. Yeah, I had a couple people that told me that, my manager sends out messages to just thousands of people telling them to watch my video. And one of the people in particular got the message and never responded, I guess, whatever. Not that she expects them to respond. But anyway, so this man and his daughter, who's blind, came up to me and started talking to me, and they're like, "We love your video," and they're like, "Your manager sent us a message," and I never responded. But just because I didn't respond and I did watch it, and my daughter absolutely loved it. And I mean, I'm sure she loves the song. I'm sure she can't see the video, but I thought that was just so precious to touch my heart that she was such a lively little girl. She likes to sing, so it was really cool to experience that.
Yeah, that is cool.
Yeah, I mean, and you got to experience a lot of what you got to look forward to in your life because you're up and coming, and I'm sure you're going to do really well. And Nashville loves you, and I'm sure you're. If it didn't, you wouldn't be here, right?
Thank you. That's very kind of you to say. I sure hope so.
So the songs that you have out here that I see on your website, did you write these songs?
Yes, sir. I wrote all of them by myself.
Oh, wow. Okay, cool.
That's key right there. That's more talent than just, you know, the pretty face and the beautiful voice. You also have talent in, you know, in introspective looking. You know, you look inside yourself and bring some stuff out.
Well, my old EP is quite old, and I've definitely changed. Sycamore Tree is my most recent single I've released. But, you know, I haven't been, you know, having the desire to release any new music as of lately, just because I am developing as an artist. My genre is changing. I still am influenced by country music in a huge way, and a lot of my influences are rooted in Johnny Cash, you know, Loretta Lynn, Dolly Parton. Those are some of the influences that I will always have. But I feel like as a person and as an artist and just in life in general, you keep moving and you keep continuing to learn who you are and what you like and what you don't like.
Right.
And I feel like this past year has been a big time for transition and changing my perspective on different things.
You're getting older and you're getting deeper into the business aspect of it. That you know you got to be business savvy and everything. But you know it's a crazy business. You know and
certainly.
Oh yeah, and it's so multidimensional that you know if you got 1/4 of a dimension off, you're you know you can get a wild hair just send you the wrong way real quick.
Does that even make sense? What you just said?
I'm trying to say she's young and I'm trying to say it without cussing. She's getting
I don't know what that meant, but all right.
She got it. Yeah, you got it, didn't you, Carmen? Come on. Or maybe you didn't.
I don't know. I didn't get it. But anyway. So how long have you been singing?
Well, my father's a musician, so I've always grown up around music. I know that may sound cliche, but it's very true. My parents pushed me into well, I wouldn't say pushed. They wanted me to learn to play piano, so I played classical piano for a little while.
Oh yeah, that's
and
hard.
I really did not enjoy it because I was young, and I feel like if you love something, you don't need to be forced to practice or. And not that they had great intentions. My dad is an incredible piano player, so I think he kind of wanted me to have that same passion, that similar talent. Which I'm not saying I'm as good as I used to be. I'm definitely not, or half the piano player my father is. But anyway, so they wanted me to play, and when I got to a certain age, they didn't want to force me into anything, so they let me stop. I didn't do anything with music, and I did a bunch of other sports and rode horses, and eventually I picked up my dad's left-handed guitar, and I'm a right-handed player up in here. Use my right hand. And the day I started playing his left-handed guitar, he went and bought me my own guitar.
Oh, right.
And since then, I've been writing songs and singing. I wrote my first song when I was 9, and
wow.
I would say I started really getting into singing when I was 9, but I really didn't start writing songs until I was about 11.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
so, how long have you been, so are you still playing the piano?
I do, but I wouldn't say it's my main instrument. I mean, I can definitely, if someone puts a piano in front of me, I can play things. But for the most part, guitar is my main instrument.
Man, I want to learn how to play the piano.
Well,
my fingers are all broken.
I think where her dad probably was going was is when you learn the piano, you learn the key. It's I hate to even try to explain it so much because I'm not a musician at all, but.
Then you're not going to be able to
Well, no, my grandmother played the piano, and once you learn something, you can play it by ear. But he had her in the classical part, and the more intricate part of music it is, the more you learn and how music is put together, and that way you can create your own music.
Yeah, that's the gateway instrument.
Yeah,
the piano.
Right.
Yeah, it's a gateway thing. Yeah, there it is.
I hear a lot of people start playing the piano now.
Yeah. And it's easier, I guess, for some people, but not for me. I can't play anything.
Yeah. Me either.
Yeah.
Hopeless.
Yeah, I'm hopeless and helpless with it.
What's his name said I couldn't even learn how to play a tambourine. So.
Yeah, he said there's a lot more involved with the tambourine.
Yeah, Rudy Sarzo said I couldn't even figure out how to play the tambourine. Man,
yeah, we were shot down on the tambourine and even whistling. But I think I can play the cowbell.
Yeah, I'm not able to do that. Will Ferrell can.
I heard the cowbell is the hardest instrument to learn. I don't know about that.
They keep shattering our dreams. We go from the tambourine to the cowbell.
Yeah, I can't do it either. Well, Miss Brandy.
There is no hope.
There isn't. Well, you know what, Miss Brandy, what we want you to do is tell us where your websites and stuff. I need all your website information so we can, you can shout it right out to all our audience right now, wherever they can find your music so they can listen to you and become fans if they're not already.
Thank you. Yes, my website, which all of my social media, etc., is linked through my website, but it's www.carmenbrandy.com or just carmenbrandy.com, and that's CarmenBrandy. And you can find my Facebook, my Twitter, my Instagram, my blog, I have quite a bit of social media. It's a bit frustrating. No, but if you really, really want to keep up with Carmen, you can follow me on all of that social media.
That's awesome. Well, the social media, it's a young people's game, and I'm sure you're really well attuned to that because, we're slightly older than you. We're just slightly older than you. Not too often much, but well, social media was not a part of our life at all until.
We just had pigeons. And stuff.
Yeah. I mean, shoot, I used to have to talk to girls and hand them notes. Would you? I used to have to write a note. Will you go with me and put a little box on there? That was texting.
You only had the no one.
Yeah, I always got the no box. Or the maybe. I never got a yeah. Or I never got a girl run across the room and kiss me or nothing. You know what I mean? But that's how we rolled back in. But you guys, y'all just, you'll see somebody hot across the room and get their number and start texting them or something. I don't know.
Yeah. In the same room talking.
Yeah. Talk to them without even talking to them ever. Yeah.
You got any upcoming shows at all where you're playing anywhere right now?
I do have some upcoming shows. I think I have a show in Ohio here in the next couple weeks. So if there's anybody listening to radio who's from Ohio, I have a show at Table 44 in Toledo, and that is, I think that's the 25th. And then my most recent show, which is that's coming up as of now, is the 18th, and I play at the Puckett's Boathouse in Franklin, which is great food. Really, it's just a great atmosphere. And then my next show after Table 44 in Toledo is Puckett's Columbia, and that's the 31st. And both of the Puckett shows are around the same time, 7 to 9 in those time slots. And it's in downtown Columbia, which is the 31st. That's a great venue.
The one in Franklin, is that going to be outside?
No, it's a lovely venue. Puckett's is a wonderful place to eat. They have so many, in Nashville, Columbia, Leapersford.
Right.
They have a ton of venues, and it's great food and great music. So, yes, that's not outside.
Oh, okay.
All right. Well, hey, maybe we'll come down to Puckett's and eat some food and get some pictures with you for our show and get you.
Yeah, I think my other show, which is definitely going to be a good one, is August 1st. I play at the Listening Room. I open up for this band called Little Honey, and they're great. They're a duo, and I think that's around 7, I think.
That's
but. Cool. That's going to be a really good show.
You're staying busy. Do you play all your own songs, or do you mix in some songs from other artists?
It depends on the venue, to be honest. If I'm in a writer's round, you're going to do your own material. Let's just take, for instance, Puckett's or the Listening Room. Now, I feel like Nashville is known for originals, so I feel like when people come to these venues, they're expecting to hear original music, but I feel like people also want to hear a couple songs that they can sing along to as well. So I have a couple covers that I'll throw in just because, unless you're a big act and you have a hit song on the radio, some songs people aren't going to know, unless you draw in a fan base just from the music that you have released as an independent artist.
You are well schooled for a 16-year-old girl. I'm going to tell you that now. Well schooled in this business.
Thank you.
We go to shows all the time, and that's exactly, if you don't know the person, at least you know half of their songs. Or if the thing is, though, is if you've got some songs of your own that people are singing that they've never heard before, but they're singing by the third verse, that's a hit. I'm sorry. If the people can sing along with your song before you're done with it, and they've never heard it before in your life, I think it's a hit. Or it gives you chicken skin, what I call it. When you get that, when your hair stands on end, that ain't nothing you can do about it. And I'm sure you've got a few of them under your belt.
I would hope maybe when you come to a show, we can figure that out.
We're going to come
you don't
to
want
a
to
show.
What song
we hope Mike's not singing by the end.
And you don't want to see my chicken skin either. It's bad.
We don't want him singing at the end. Everybody will be leaving.
Yeah. But yeah, definitely want to come check your show out and get some pictures and get some links to what where you're going to be, and that way we can put it out on our website and everybody can come see you.
How do you handle all this with your school and everything like that? That's got to be tough.
Well, I'm an online student, so school is pretty it's pretty attainable. I don't have any problems with trying to fit it in, or this year one of my dear friends just graduated, and she turned 17 today actually, but she graduated when she was 16, and I was like, man, I really want. She's a musician as well. And I'm pretty, it won't be too long before I can graduate here, but I would really like to graduate, by December.
Oh man, that's
would
cool.
Be great. I really do want to graduate when I'm 17, or, I don't think I can sooner because I'll turn 17 in October. But you never know if I really push hard. But
it's still early.
You got a lot on your plate to do that.
Go ahead. I'm so sorry.
Well, you have a lot on your plate to try to graduate before October. You got to put a whole year of school in right now online. That'd be crazy.
Yeah, it's a little. That would be a little unrealistic. I mean, it's definitely possible if I worked like 12 hours a day. No,
it's possible. But
if
you're doing it online, maybe Mike can do some of it for you.
No.
Oh, Mike, would you please take some tests for me?
Hey, you know what? I would, but I don't know if you would like the outcome.
You might be graduating in about 3 years.
Yeah, they might just set you back a few. I've got a thing. My memory's gone, so I can't.
I know, right?
Yeah.
So let's
move on because I can't remember what we were talking about.
Hey, we got this thing we do, Carmen, called the hustling round. We just ask some questions and you just say whatever. We don't have very good questions, but you want to do that with us?
Sure.
All right. If you were elected president tomorrow, what's the first thing you would do as the first 16-year-old president?
Yeah.
That's a very big question.
Yeah, that's a big
You guys have deeper questions than you think. What would I do if I was president? I have many things I would do. I would probably, this is a very deep question. Let me think here for one moment. I think I know this sounds very old-fashioned, but I think I might, make companies not work on Sundays. I think I'd probably, because, Sunday's the day of rest. Maybe everyone gets free food on Sundays. We're allowed to get free food.
I think most people get free food anywhere anymore.
We need you to run for president right now. I mean, because that's the stuff that our country needs.
You don't even work now on Sundays, so it wouldn't matter to you.
I worked. I didn't work this Sunday. I moved this
That's
weekend.
different. If you got to move, you got to move.
I worked. I worked hard.
You did.
And I sweat. It was 1,000 degrees here, and you know that, Carmen, because you're living here. It is hot.
It's hot.
It's very hot.
And yeah, we have to turn our air off to do our radio, do our show.
Oh no!
Yeah,
it's brutal.
It's brutal. But it's all for the love of the show.
Yeah.
That's right.
Well, look at you guys. How dedicated you
Hey,
are.
we're not near as dedicated as you. You're out here at 16 years old, writing your own song, graduating early, doing this and rocking it out, and that's what it's all about, and that's living the American dream is what you're doing, Carmen.
You're very kind. Thank you very much for saying those kind words.
All right. Well, hey, back to the hustling around for forgetting where we were at.
You're moving it along. How about The Voice or American Idol? Or neither?
Well, honestly, my true response would be immediately neither. I tried out for The Voice. I didn't make it.
Oh, I hate The Voice.
What? Yeah, exactly. That's been our number one vote so far. But besides you, thank you for breaking the norm. I knew you were.
Let her finish.
She's a rebel.
Thank you. I like to think so myself too. I tried out, and it probably wasn't the best decision because it was their last stop, like, out of the tour. So it was like, basically they had who they needed.
Right.
And I have a friend who is currently in The Voice right now, and I'm not one of those people who's like, I can't disclose the information, but basically he's in it, and it's so strange. He was in it last year, but they didn't need him. He's white, but what you would call him a blue-eyed soul. He has like a very gospel-esque voice. I'll just leave it at that. And he's handsome, and he's from the South, and he lives on a farm. So it's weird for him to have this incredible, let's just say, black man voice, but he's so Southern. He comes from Mississippi.
Right.
Basically, they had somebody like that on the last season when he got in, except the other guy might have had something else that he didn't. So they're keeping him on the roster, and literally when they need a white guy who has like a black guy's voice, he's from the South, etc. When they have all those things checked off, they'll be like, oh, well, let's just have him on. Like, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It's more of a fact whether they need you. And that's just I feel like that's the entertainment part of these shows.
Right.
And another thing is like you don't get to choose who your judge is. So say if I made it onto the chair changes, they would tell me who I would choose before I even had the chance,
Right.
So.
Sounds like a diss on Craig Wayne Boyd.
Yeah. Yeah, it sounds like he was predicted to win from the freaking get-go. I mean, I knew it. I mean, it's like, all the reality or so-called reality shows are not so freaking reality because it's all BS. So, and thank you, Miss Brandy, for bringing it up because, we've noticed that in a lot, but I'm glad that young people are brave enough to speak out about it.
I don't even watch it, so
I don't watch it either. But I know that that's the reality of what's going on.
Yeah,
It's always
it's kind of staged. It's
a
reality show.
Yeah,
They're all like that.
But I've heard some acts and stuff on there that I thought, well, man, that's a good voice, but you never see him again. They just cut him out, boom, put him next time.
And then you got Brandy on there. They didn't even put her on.
Right,
there.
and look at her now.
Never watching that show again.
Yeah, really. I never watched it to begin with. That or American Idol. It's just some stupid question that came up.
All right. How about this one? You're going to play the Bridgestone Arena tomorrow. You got to pick somebody that you're going to sing with. You'll see Garth Brooks, Trace Atkins, Lance Stinson,
Brad Paisley.
Or Kid Rock. We'll throw him in there too. Throw Kid Rock.
Kid Rock.
Oh, Kid Rock.
Yeah. He freaking rocks.
I think I would probably play with Brad Paisley.
All right, cool.
All right, not Kid Rock.
I think he's incredibly talented.
We'll say Kid Rock and Lance Stinson are tied for.
Well, I think that she would. I think her and Kid Rock would do an awesome freaking duet. Freaking pictures. Don't you? Can you not sing pictures? I know you can. You and Kid Rock could knock out a new picture. Come on.
I know your song's got a little dark side to him. I was listening to him.
Yeah, she's. Well, I mean, she's too young to be dark though, but she is. I don't get it.
Next one.
Must be the Franklin.
Steak or salad?
What kind of question is that?
I don't know. Some people don't like meat. I don't know.
Are you?
Me? Steak every day.
All right.
That's what I'm talking about. She's about it.
All right, we just got a couple left. How about boots or tennis shoes or sandals?
I'm just going to answer this with, above all, because there's a time for boots, there's a time for sneakers. I wear boots to shows and whatnot, sneakers to work out, and sandals to go to the beach. See?
What's your favorite?
There's a time for everything.
Sounds like the sandals going to the beach.
What's your favorite shoe? What are you wearing right now?
I actually have, there is a difference between boots and booties, and this one is it's not a cowboy style by any means. It's just a little brown boot, and it has a small heel on it. It's just really comfortable, but I'm quite short. I'm very short, so I like to feel a bit taller. I like to make myself feel a little less midget-like. So they have a bit of a heel, so I feel a little taller.
All right. Well, now we know that you like boots and heels. We know you like boots.
They got heels on some sandals. That's
you don't like sandals because you feel like you're shorter than people. But you got to understand you're 16.
Honest.
You could be 6'1" in 3 years.
She's wearing sandals to the beach, so I'm sure she likes sandals too. She doesn't like going to the beach.
Well, everybody loves going to the beach. That's flip flops. Bare feet. That's super hot.
All right, we got one more for you. Your favorite podcast out of Nashville?
Gee, I wonder who is my favorite podcast. You guys are quite funny. Straight hustling for sure every day.
All right.
Awesome. Well, I mean, we try to.
We're not very funny.
We're not funny. We try.
That's just how we live.
We try to.
Something wrong with us.
We do this for fun. That's what it is.
Yeah.
That's what makes it. I don't know what it is. And people that are, people do. I mean, I know you started playing music for fun, right?
Sure.
No, she was forced to play.
But you weren't forced to play, but you love it now because it's awesome. Music's awesome. I mean, there's things in everything. Everybody that we've interviewed, either fighters, football, whatever. They were all forced into it when they were kids, like I was. But the thing is, when they take off into something, it's something because they did it from day one and become successful at it. The only road to success that I hear on this show is do it from day one and don't stay the course. Stay the course. Don't freaking veer off and think of something else. Do your thing. You come from a musical family. You're obviously musical. Hey, you're gonna be a success 100%.
All right, I got to argue that point because that's not necessarily always true.
But it seems like
because anybody that we talk to is successful in anything they do. The next thing they move on to, they can keep moving to different things. This is your determination and your drive.
Well, it is determination and drive, but the thing is, to be at the star level of, some of these people, it's like, well, what did you do when you were 9? Well, I played freaking violin.
Yeah, you gotta be dedicated to what you set your goals.
Yeah, that's like Rudy Sarzo. He's a friggin' a rock god, but what's the first thing he did when he was a kid? He played guitar.
Yeah, he played the bass.
But he played guitar when he was a kid. That's what he was talking about. Freak. Jesus. Yeah, of course he played. But it's just the thing is, dedication, and you're obviously dedicated, and it's one.
And you're writing your own music too, and it's cool. So, man, that's awesome. We got to give it to you. And you got some good songs.
Yeah, and we're gonna come see you at Puckett's. We need to send us a link and see if we can't schedule that in.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Get a picture with you and stuff.
Yeah, I need some.
Yeah.
I'm always hungry. When you're playing a show, you might want to warn him that if Money Mike shows up, he likes to eat.
Hey, I don't blame you. Do you think I told you I'd rather have steak than a salad?
Hell yeah. And you're not a dainty eater on a date. Never be that. Always eat like you normally do on a date because a man will respect you more. I'm just telling you.
Well, it's a good thing I don't have any dates right now because
your daddy's beating them all.
Daddies don't play. I'm a daddy too.
Yeah, right. Hey, well, we definitely appreciate you coming on here and taking some time for us. Really cool, and we'll be looking for you to maybe come to this. We'll be looking for us maybe to come to this Franklin show. That'd be cool. We can break away and do that.
Yeah, guys, I'd love that. I'll give you a shout out from the stage.
Oh, that'd be great.
All right, cool.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. We got to thank Core PR, Dawn and Patricia.
They're awesome, and they're
setting up these interviews.
So, and we thank you for giving us a call and taking your time out to, enlighten the fans on what you're about.
Yep.
Of course, anytime, guys.
We hope to see you soon.
Thank you so much, Straight Hustling.
Thank you. Take care.
Bye.
Have a blessed day.
You too. All right, that's the show. Carmen Brandy on Straight Hustling.
Oh, yeah. Nice young lady. Well educated, too.
She's got it going on.
Oh, yeah. She's a star on the rise. I can't wait to take the family out to see her, and family and friends. That'd be a good little outing. It's not far.
Yeah, get some good food, listen to some good music.
Yeah, and I know, they're good. And I want to hear some of these original hits she's talking about, because I know she's got some new stuff on the rise that's not playing around.
Yeah. Go on her website and listen to her new stuff. CarmenBrandy.com.
Yeah, go on CarmenBrandy.com. But before you do that, you better go to StraightHustling.com and order you a damn T-shirt or a sticker or whatever. Hat. Do we have our hats yet?
We don't have hats or stickers on there, so they better stick with the shirts.
You better stick with the shirts then, because Well, y'all ain't, you're not going to buy my sticker.
We might give you a free sticker one of these days.
You might get a free sticker if we
If you might.
Hey,
if you buy a shirt, you might get a free sticker.
If I see you wearing a Straight Hustling shirt, okay, you will get free stickers all day long. I bet you.
All day long.
That day. That one day.
You're gonna make it rain stickers.
I'm gonna make it rain stickers. I swear to.
What about Carmen graduating online? Man, we didn't have the opportunity to do that when we were skipping school. So,
well, they would have given me that. They'd have been like, hey, dude, you don't fit in here.
I know. All that time you were at home, you could have been graduating.
Yeah,
all that time you were suspended, you could have been graduating.
Yeah, I'd been like, hey, I could have been taking class or something. Yeah. You know what I mean? Instead of sitting around trying to how to figure out what to do wrong next. You know what I mean? Because they didn't have no options.
That's pretty awesome, being able to do it all online for high school now. I might go back to high school.
You know what? I might go back to college and see if I can graduate in about a week. You know what I'm saying? Because, I can buckle down. You know what I'm saying?
You might better hit the middle school. What if they got middle school online? We better start you with that.
No, I have a diploma.
I know, I do too, but we need to.
Do I need to re-educate myself before I probably do. That way I'm like an idiot.
Let's see if you can spell the website. Where can they find everything at?
That'd be STR8HUSTLIM.com. StraightHustling.com. We are hustling our ass off, down here sweating, down here freaking grinding, just for you people to hear what these stars are doing today and how they're feeling and what's coming up next.
Yeah.
And we do it for fun. And we hope you guys buy some ammunition from Freedom Ammunition.
Yeah, Freedom Ammunition. Yeah. Click our link. They're
click
awesome,
our link,
man.
Click our link to them. Check them out.
Freedom Ammunition rocks.
If you're American, you gotta love guns and you gotta love ammunition. They send it straight to your house.
Yeah.
And they're not sold out, dude. You can't go to the gun store and then say, oh, man, we don't have any more 45. I'll click on Freedom Ammunitions and by God, 20 boxes will be at your door if you got the check.
Well, there it is. We're out. Go to CarmenBrandy.com. Check her music out and go see her. Look for her new tour dates and stuff. Very cool young lady. She's got some good music.
Franklin,
she's getting her hustle on.
She's got her hustle on.
If you ain't hustling,
you ain't living.
We're out.
Hope we everlasting love. Get my daddy's blessing in the Lord above. That sounds so good to me. That sounds so good to me. And I know I'm only 16, but I met the man of my dreams, and he's standing there with roses in his hands. And you may be so jealous at the looks of my fella. I'm the luckiest girl there could be. While mama's in the kitchen, you and I are kissing under that old sycamore tree. While mama's in the kitchen, you and I are kissing under that old sycamore tree. Ooh, oh, oh, oh. Ooh, oh, oh, oh. While mama's in the kitchen, you and I are kissing under that old sycamore tree.